Hi, sweetheart, how you doing? Good. Okay, so you've just come for a little checkup. That's great. Right, so what I'm just going to do is to just check you in on my computer. Okay. So let's just find what I'm looking for here. Okay. Right. Just going to have to ask you a few little questions first. What was your name, please? How are you spelling your surname? Perfect. And what is your current address, please? And sorry, how are you spelling that? Of course. Okay. And what is your date of birth, please? Perfect. Okay. So, got that on there. So, okay. I just want to ask you a few, perhaps personal questions. And then, yeah. Okay. So, do you smoke? Okay, hang on, sorry. Right, I just got to click. So that's that answer. Do you drink? And if so, how much do you have in a week, do you think? Okay. That's fine. Do you do drugs? And I don't just mean ibuprofen or paracetamol. Lovely. Okay. Now, this is a bit personal, but if you could answer, that would be great. If not, just say, would rather not say. Are you sexually active or have you had sex in the last 2 months? Okay. That's fine. No judgments here whatsoever. Okay. Have you had any problems lately, really? Have you been feeling sort of... Okay, no, that's fine. We'll kind of have a little look at you anyway. Yeah, I'm going to check your blood pressure anyway, so... Okay. And in your family history, is there anything that you think we would need to know? So, history of cancer or a heart attack, stroke, anything like that, heart disease? Fantastic. Are you okay? You look slightly... It's okay. Alright. You just seem to be really... sit up straight and, You'd be proud of yourself and who you are, because you are a lovely person, I'm sure. Okay. So, what we're going to do first then is just going to take your blood pressure. Oh, are you on any medication currently? Okay. Alright, darling, so I'm just going to put that to the side for a second. Well, more than a second. Okay, so I'm just going to start by taking your blood pressure. This is absolutely nothing to be scared of. I'm sure you've had it done before, but mine's slightly different to some. You know, some people are quite old school and they use the stethoscope. I prefer to not have to do that and just get the job done, you know. So I'm just going to be using just a normal reader here. So basically this is going to go around your arm, okay, and I'm not going to do it too tight, but it will be tight because obviously it needs to read your blood pressure. So that's just going to wrap around your arm like the image shows there, okay, and this is latex free as well, of course, in case you did. Oh, that's a question I should ask. Do you have any allergies? It's very important. Okay, let me just type that up. Thank you for that. So yeah, that's just going to go wrap around you, and you're not going to feel any pain. I won't lie, it might be slightly uncomfortable, but it's not going to be painful. Okay, and that basically just goes in the side like that, and you'll get a result displayed on there. Okay, so can you please hold out your arm for me? It's not important which one. Okay. You're doing fantastic, don't you worry. Okay. Right. Okay, are you ready? Okay. Yeah. Oh, I love this one. It's pretty much silent. So there we go. Oh, it is silent. Can you feel it slightly tightening? Yeah. Okay. Brilliant. Fantastic. You've done really, really well. Your blood pressure is lovely. It's normal. Nothing at all to worry about there. Everything looks just dandy. Okay. Right. Fabulous. Okay. Just type up that result. Pressure. All good. Save that. Okay. So yeah, your blood pressure is normal. So if you're feeling slightly dizzy, it could be bouts of stress. Have you been feeling stressed lately? Yeah. Well, that's not always the case that stress affects your blood pressure. It could just sort of come and go and not really affect you too much in that respect. So, I'm just going to, I better put on my gloves. I'm just going to do I'll take your pulse. I prefer personally to do it a bit old school, and what I'm going to do is to just put my finger to your pulse and your wrist, and I'm just going to look at my watch and I'll get a reading of what it is per minute, how many beats per minute, and also listen out for any irregularities in that time as well. So if you could just hold your wrist out to me. Thank you, my darling. So if we just... Okay, so I'm just looking at my watch. Okay. Right. Okay. There was a little bit of a unusual irregularity, I should say, in your heartbeat. Okay. Another question to ask you. Right. So a big factor in this is caffeine. As a society as a whole, we, most of us, probably are consuming too much. Most of us do have hectic lives, so I understand the default reach to caffeine. However, it can cause really serious problems for your heart. So, caffeine. How much caffeine do you have? So just tell me what drinks you are consuming that aren't just water or squash, things that, you know, like tea or energy drinks, etc. Sorry, an itchy nostril. I didn't want to stick my finger up there. Okay. Right, so you have that in the morning as soon as you wake. Yeah. So many people have coffee. It's, you know. How much will you then go on to drink during the day? Wow, that's a lot. Now, you might be thinking, it's not a lot. I know people that drink way more than that. Bodies are so unique, you can't compare one to the other. So it is so important that regardless of what other people say, you take care of you and you do what is right for you. So, any other drinks? Oh, sweetheart, that is quite a bit actually. I know it doesn't seem like it, but the amount of caffeine that each of those drinks has in is quite a lot. So, as I said about different bodies, take me for example. I consume 0 units of caffeine per week. I know that is shocking. No, I am not asleep all the time. I am not tired all the time. I don't always get my 8 hours either, so it's not a case of I manage managed to have so much sleep, that's why I'm not tired. I will admit, perhaps throughout the day, if I have got less sleep than normal, I will flag, I will feel tired, and I have no way of picking myself up from that. I mean, they do have drinks without caffeine that are supposed to help pick you up a little bit, but you know, I don't even bother with them. I just basically try to keep myself busy and awake in other ways, you know. I think if perhaps I was to have children, maybe I would just have to suffer the heart palpitations for a bit of caffeine. But as it stands, my heart really doesn't like caffeine, so I don't drink it. Now, people are so shocked when I tell people this, and it actually happened the other day, which is what got me thinking about it. People think it's amazing. You know, one of my colleagues was like, "You don't drink any caffeine." She's a doctor too, she should know the risks for some people, but no, I don't. And I don't get, in the morning, I'm not completely dead to the world that I need a pick me up. It's just natural. So the trouble is, you get to a stage where you need it, okay? You need that caffeine. You can't function without that coffee. I hear it so often. It's a load of codswallop, okay? You don't need it. And you know, once that's worn off, you crash harder than someone who is just naturally getting tired as the day progresses. And also, I find as well that a lot of people that consume caffeine have interrupted sleep and have trouble getting to sleep. So it's all linked, you know, in some way or another. And I would really try limiting or even coming off it completely. I know that sounds impossible. You will probably get headaches as you get withdrawal symptoms. I know it is a drug, you know, you're coming down from a drug using, essentially. But I can prescribe some headache tablets that can take the edge off if you do get a really bad day, or you can just get some from over the counter, you know, so because you don't need anything heavy for a headache of just a, you know, normal scale. Okay, so in terms of the dizziness, what I will do, I have some here because I too take these because I experience some dizziness. I feel like we're linked. So these are vitamin D tablets. If you get low on vitamin D, and in the UK, where's the sun, you know? So yeah, basically take some vitamin D tablets every day. I'm terrible, I forget. They just look like this, you know, harmless little capsules, and they can help, but we can always do a blood test if needs be, okay? But I know that you are a bit afraid of needles, so the receptionist let me know. I don't know what you thought, that I was just going to come and stab you as soon as you sat down. That's not the case, so I can just prescribe you, or you can just buy them online or over the counter. Okay. So, my darling, I want to make sure that I've covered all my bases. Is everything okay? Concerned about your weight? Okay, I'm not concerned about your weight at all, sweetheart. You look great, you really do. So you just want me to, okay, what I'll do then, just to days perhaps. So what I'm going to do is I'll just check you out. So if you could just do you know how tall you are? Okay, I'll put that on my notes as well. That's good. So, and I would say that is about accurate, really. Okay. And if you could just step on those scales next to you, that would be wonderful. That seems fine to me, height and weight combined. So many people are worried about their gut size. So I'm just going to measure you round. Okay. And see what size your stomach is. Because we all carry weight in different areas, and I mean, you would be surprised that you could be slightly overweight, but if you're carrying a lot of like fat around your stomach, that is quite bad for you. But let me just look at you. Oh, honey, you're tiny. Okay, well, not tiny, but you're normal. Normal. What is normal? But you have absolutely nothing to worry about. I'm going to write those measurements in your notes so that if you ever come back, I can measure you again and see how you are if you're concerned with getting bigger. But I mean, how much exercise do you do? Oh, okay, that's great. 3 or so times a week at least. That's fantastic. Honestly, do you know what? I have patients coming in here wanting a magic pill to lose weight and things like that, and it's just crazy. All you need to do is just eat a bit less, move more, have a healthy diet, and your body will start taking care of itself in some regard. It's I'm not saying it's easy. The premise is easy, but the actual doing it isn't. But I mean, life isn't easy, is it? So okay, just taking my gloves off. So yeah, it was lovely to meet you. It's been absolutely wonderful, and honestly, I'm just a phone call away. You know our number. If you want to talk to me about anything at all, it really doesn't matter what it is. I will try my hardest to help you. Yeah, I don't really know what else to say. It's been just lovely to see you, and you don't need to worry about yourself, okay? Just keep looking after yourself and your body will be happy with you. Just watch that caffeine intake, alright? Okay. Take care.